Carl here from Games, Brains and Headbanging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's album review time. The death metal legends that are Cannibal Corpse, they return with their new album, Chaos Horrific, lovely title, out on September 22nd, 2023 via Metal Blade Records. Now it's Cannibal Corpse, a band that needs no introduction, right? The stalwarts of unbridled death metal intensity in its rawest and most raucous style. You know them, you love them. They've been grinding this axe for a long time, using it to slaughter the masses before making sure it is as sharp as always for next time. And 2021's Violence Unimagined was arguably one of their most brutal and bloodiest releases in the modern times. Chaos Horrific shares a lot in common with that record. Now, this is mainly because it was actually written shortly after the conclusion of the Violence Unimagined sessions because of the pandemic keeping them off the road. They obviously had a lot more time on their hands, a lot of free time, so they were able to kind of get a record ready quicker than usual. But don't think of it as a continuation or a copy. That's the thing. Rather, see Chaos Horrific as that album's ugly brother. And bear in mind that Violence Unimagined was pretty damn ugly in itself. As guttural and grim as ever, but having had years of refinement, Cannibal Corpse continue to showcase an unrepentant dedication to death metal. And Chaos Horrific, 10 tracks long, each hitting hard and heavy. A savage assault of flaying riffs, crushing percussion and monstrous vocals. It is Cannibal Corpse, as we all know, and as we all love them. That's the thing, you know, don't expect anything really wildly different here, which of course does mean the naysayers will have little to change their mind about, but let's be honest, who cares? Cannibal Corpse certainly don't at this stage of their careers, as their dedicated fan base will eat this up hungrily. They've done everything before. Everything that's been laid before them by a Cannibal Corpse has been gobbled up. It might not be the freshest pound of flesh the Cannibal Corpse have put out, but it is still extremely tasty. Each track sits proudly on its own as a bit of another Cannibal Corpse classic, but there are a few that shine just a little bit brighter. For me, Overlords of Violence is one, simply because it is out and out death metal carnage, and I love a bit of that. Summoned for Sacrifice because of the guitar soloing, it's really, really strong in this. Blood Blind because of how stompy the bass and drums are. You got Fracture and Refracture, as that one has a really strong old school Cannibal Corpse flavour. And Pitchfork Impalement, simply because it is a whirlwind of exciting death metal. Hey, if I want to just have something that blows my face off, blows my ears apart, it's a Cannibal Corpse record. It's never going to let me down. You can pick out any track you want, and a Cannibal Corpse will deliver a fucking nasty lissing. And long may that continue to wreck necks, break limbs, tear flesh from bodies. It is Cannibal Corpse. I almost feel like I'm preaching to the choir here. Chances are, if you're watching this review, you're already sold in this record. You're already interested in listening to it. You already want to hear what this new release has to offer, hearing the singles, being excited by that, and then seeing what the full thing offers. And that's what it does. It offers you a Cannibal Corpse experience, a good Cannibal Corpse experience, at times a very, very good Cannibal Corpse experience. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing that's going to upend the death metal world, but just a continuation of a band that's, let's be honest, at this stage of their career could easily be phoning it in, and they're not quite doing that. That's really great to see, it's great to hear, and it's great for the future. You know, this being a sort of sister/brother record of the previous one, Violence Unimagined, is an interesting thing in itself, and you can certainly find those vibes in this record. I think both those records will eventually be sort of seen as a period of Cannibal Corpse's career that they hope to never experience again, of course, during a pandemic and all of stuff like that, like many other bands. But it certainly won't be forgotten about. It certainly won't be relegated to the pile where it's just like everyone ignores and goes back to different albums. Both these records, this new one in particular, will be getting many, many plays, and songs from this I can see being part of their live shows going forward. It is Chaos Horrific. It is out on September 22nd, 2023 via Metal Blade Records. You know what to do. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like to see more content like this, please consider hitting the subscribe button. It is gratefully appreciated. You can find us over at gbhbl.com, our full website, where reviews, news and so much more goes up daily. We're also on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Threads, at GBHBL. Just search for GBHBL and you will find us out there. We also have merchandise on sale. You can access the shop via the website.